Oh, dangerous game. I don't want to go inside this part. And I am looking to expand the farmland, but oh, I think we have a little bit more over here. But we will worry about that later. Because for now, we are building on and off ramps. Okay, so that's actually really cool. I'm not actually no, I'm not going to hate on this. Sorry, you can see I'm very picky, guys, when it comes to these curves and angles and stuff. Like, I just want to make it so that it doesn't seem, you know, like a real civil engineer would never make something that's like, you know, crooked or bizarre. All right, I'm sorry, that's a bad thing to say, because I'm sure there are examples of that stuff, but really the goal, you know, is to have an aesthetically pleasing looking city. Because people obviously have to live in it, you know. All right, so let's have a way up onto the highway from here. And hopefully we can just get really lucky with the railroad tracks here. All right, start this a bit further back. Oh, I don't know what I just hit. Maybe that was X. I think I just zoomed out for overhead. That's actually really cool. Not at all what I wanted to do though, but fun little discovery nonetheless. Okay, sorry guys. Back over here. And shoot, I was hoping to start that as a little bit of a upward slope. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm after. Well, I'm on straight road. No wonder. Here I am trying to do 2-point clicking. Oh, silly me. Can you tell it's been a long week, guys? Here I am getting all worn out and tired of making mistakes. Now, is that too tight of a way up? It might be. Alright, well, let's just worry about getting this guy over here. And we can always change that first initial approach. Fantastic. I actually really like that. Alright, now this, I really think it should be a little bit less steep. If I could just give my 2 cents. No. Now, I wonder if I can go like this and then change the direction. Because this is post-update. And so now, theoretically, oh, I can. Beautiful. So right-click on your one-way roads if you want to change their direction. And the cool thing now, since the update this morning, is you can go from a like a regular road over to a one-way road, and you can go back again, which is like super cool. And again, if you want to change direction, bada bing, bada boom. But I want this to be a one-way going down. Man, that's cool. Very good update. Good patch. Alright, how are we looking, guys? So we've got our way in, and we've got our way out. And we've got a way to get people over to the road right here. And if they need to, we can break this way. Now, the only thing is, this is a little bit of an awkward turn for anybody going left. A little bit wide, so we'll keep an eye on that. Because what we could do is, we're getting a little bit crowded here, is, no, I don't know if we're going to have room for it. I was going to say, have someone come this way, up and over. Alright, this could be pure chaos. I don't know, I'm just curious. Let's try something here. Alright, up we go. I have no idea. Okay, let's see here. Is there even a curve that I can make this? Oh, I think I can do it. Oh, I think that's doable. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Now, the last thing I really need is just a way to get up going this way now. And I think what we should do is just keep it nice and simple, and we'll have this go right from here all the way over to here. And just for the sake of traffic flow, maybe a straight road. Just there, that's what I'm after. There, how do you guys feel with that? Especially if we do some decorum just in the middle right here. Because I don't think I'm going to do any zoning over here. This is a little bit more of a just kind of driving kind of road versus my zoning industrial or commercial spots. Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? Actually, I do kind of like this little area we're building here. A little transportation super hub. Okay. Now, we just need this way. I guess we'll come in this, like that. Oh, right, we're back on the straight. So the whole goal was to get people using this road, right? So you might as well force them onto it. Neat. We have literally out of nowhere just pulled off a really cool interchange. And again, if this is totally not your thing and you don't want to build them, like, don't feel like you have to. There's a lot of pre-made ones. There's so many you can download. For me, though, this is fun. Now that it's finished and I'm doing a little bit of decorations, I think it looks kind of fun and neat. Oh, I like it. I like when these things just come together. I was a little bit nervous there. I was like, oh god, what are we building? Okay, this is kind of gussy up the place a little bit here. And again, there are some mods for the trees too, so you can just plant like multiple at a time. But I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of a, like I said before, a mod-free experience at first. And then we'll kind of tackle some mods together. I like trees down the center. That's nice too. You can see the terrain just on its own looks kind of odd. And I know I'm going a little bit crazy here, but you know me. It's all about the extras, right? Okay, honestly, we can put some more trees on our own later on. That's pretty neat. Okay, now $1 million question. Does it work? So I'm just going to run it on 3-speed. And we'll just kind of see if people will start using this. Alright, so far so good. One second, guys. I seem to be getting a little bit low frame rate right here. I'm just going to get a little bit of a pause point. Oh, I'm so silly. It's the electricity. Here, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My poor computer is... I think it's had enough of me. But I think it's okay now. Alright, so I've just let this run for a minute or two, and you kind of see the off-ramp as it isn't wide enough, so I think we're actually going to have to go ahead and make that a little bit wider. And again, because we're a little bit closer to where the people are, I'm adding always the highway that has the boundaries on it. So that'll help big time with the noise. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Very good. I like that. Yeah, well, that's definitely a pretty darn good improvement to the traffic in this section. Actually, big time. And hopefully, if we look over here, there will be no traffic, and there isn't. I love it. No more backlog. These poor trains, though, they're still backlogged, but... Mission accomplished, guys. We did it. That's fantastic news. Okay. What can we work on next? Oh goodness, are we actually creating more of a traffic headache here? Alright, do you know what we're gonna do? We'll watch, I'm gonna put this on 3 speed. We'll watch this for a second. If this actually is doing a really poor job of mitigating traffic, we could do... Oh god, this is gonna be getting a little bit chaotic here. I don't know, this is maybe a little far-fetched, we'll see. Alright, we'll see. Did that just help, or did that just make things look weird? Oh, I've added another intersection. I don't think that's gonna help. No, that's definitely not helping. Forget I did that. I don't know why I just did that. Okay. I think this is fine as it is. Like, what we should do, really, just to make sure, just to be safe, we're gonna make this a 6-laner. There. That way they utilize more of the lanes. Okay, alright, excellent. We've done a nice little job over here. Maybe we could do a better job getting people out of here. Okay, so let's go like this. Now, unfortunately, I'm just going in circles here. We've created a traffic light. Alright, forget I'm doing anything. I like it the way it was. Just this backlog of trucks getting out is a little bit frustrating, but... I guess the worst. No, it's moving okay. Let's see how it is on 1 speed. Alright, well, maybe we'll come back to that. Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit distracted here. So the other place I wanted to work on was just this little area right here. Which you can see really isn't actually that much of an issue now that train traffic's been fixed, but... we'll just make this place a bridge nonetheless. Yeah, relatively simple. And I don't think I can draw anymore. I can't. And we'll just go ahead and delete these. And drop in some trees just to kind of fill in that new space right there. Alright, that was actually relatively simple. Nice handsome blue train. Alright, so I'm going to 3-speed it. I'm going to look at traffic. We got a little bit backing up over here. But I think that's kind of to be expected though, right? At this point. I mean, it's clearing. I mean, it's not like it's not like a backlog out to the highway, right? So I think that's okay. Now, let's take a look at our services, because we have quite a few fires going on, just here and there in the background. We need some more large area coverage. Let's just put one of these guys right here. And I remember saying that I wanted to change this. So my idea here, and maybe you guys will agree with me on this, was to do, like, hopefully this makes sense, right? We'll go like this. Over like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a one-way going the other way. And this seems very redundant now that I look at it. So what we actually are going to do is just get rid of this part. And actually that's kind of cool, the way that just breaks into all lanes. Maybe we'll keep that. I will, however, change this though. Because what I'm going to have to do is, otherwise these people they're not going to be able to get out, right? Remember going back to like the very first episode, just the point of no return. You know, you want to make sure you don't ever build past that, because that would have been a point of no return for these guys. They have to go all the way back out to the highway and then to the region to come back in. So what we'll do is we'll just highway this across. And I just want to make this a little bit smoother. So let's get rid of this guy. And we'll just essentially just redraw it. Alrighty. Now I don't know about this. Now that I see it again. This is too weird, guys. I don't know, you tell me. Maybe we'll keep it. Let's see how it performs. No, actually, you know what? Just in terms of speed, like you're gonna get more speed out of the highway. Let's just make this nice and simple. Let's go this way and then across. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice little curve in. Alright, now this way, people don't have to go all the way back down here to get onto the highway. We got a way in here, a way in here, and a way in over here. Alright, so let's just put it on 3-speed for a bit. And let's just kind of watch our traffic move. But I think with these improvements, we've actually made a huge difference. And we've got ourselves set up for our in-town highway. Dun ta da! And that will be a whole other, just a little mini series on its own. Like building your own downtown core. As you can see, we've got a lot of space. We're going to bring in some big roads and the highway and the train, and we're going to make it like very traffic friendly. And hopefully it'll be a fun place to live. So stay tuned for that. That'll be my next little mini series. And I think next week I'm going to start working on the Let's Play. But my poor computer, as you can see, it's sometimes like I gotta take a little bit of a break from the game. Otherwise she gets a little bit mad at me. So I'm saving up for a new one. Hopefully I can get that kind of fast. Like really, I just need to get a new processor, I think, and I'm going to hopefully do like tandem video cards. I don't know. All in an effort to make a better experience for you guys. You know, it's no fun if you're making a video and it's all choppy. But luckily this game, it does run really smooth. So hopefully I can keep doing a little bit more growth and stuff without any problems. Wow, I love this. Is such a nice little area. You can see though I've got a little bit of an issue with the trucks getting out though. So I do think I actually need another one-way road. Let's just go. That way if you don't want to go to the highway, you have that option too. Okay. Hopefully that's not too crazy. I'll keep my eye on it. Anyway, that's basically all the fine-tuning I wanted to do. Just a little bit of work here and there. Otherwise, let's do a little bit of a check on the services and everything. Kind of a little bit of a talk about that. So we're still good for electricity, which is good. Water and sewage, we're kind of getting a little bit low. Before we add the downtown, we'll definitely have to beef that up. And actually, I was going to do a forgot another garbage. No, actually, I take that back. We got okay coverage over here. Healthcare, Not too bad, but we can use a little bit of a boost up in our industrial zone. And death care, I mean, it is important at work. So we're just going to put one of these guys in. Crematorium. Unfortunately, accidents do happen at work. And the Sims do die. Or if they're at that ripe old age, they'll just kind of pass on. There we go. That's looking a bit nicer. And so let me show you what I was talking about with the transportation lines. Actually, I wanted to show you this earlier, but I got a little bit distracted. So if you click on a line, you can basically change its color, kind of see, which is cool. And that'll affect the color of the train, which is also like super cool. So I'll kind of keep those ones yellowy. And if you want, this is how you delete the line too. But you see, I've basically made a few loops connecting the train stations up, just with the idea of bringing people into work areas and then coming back home. And then with the subway, same kind of idea. I just got a few different lines going. The buses, though, I really haven't actually done too much in terms of upgrades to them. Actually, if you guys want right now, we can just make a really quick bus line so you guys can see that. So let's just do that super quick. So right now, I've just got the one bus terminal down. I'm planning on doing a few more. But if I zoom out, you can kind of see the only area that's not serviced at all by a bus is just this area right here. Let's just do a nice little fun, simple bus line. I've seen a few really cool posts about people doing their own custom bus stations where they just draw out like 3 or 4 different one-way roads, kind of make them a little loop, put the bus station in, and then it forces people to kind of stand in different areas when they're waiting for the bus, so it looks like really cool. But that'll be, maybe we'll try that in another city. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just clicking on the sides of the road that I want the stop on, and it's going to make an indent in the road for me. And I'm just going to, you can kind of see if I go to the other side, it just throws off where the bus needs to be. Just make sure you're clicking on the right side. And if you do end up making a mistake, just right click. You see it'll just erase what you just did. And then generally what I do is, not to sound lame, but I'll kind of like imagine, like, you know, me on the bus, and I'm like, does this bus make sense? You know, why is it turning left here? We'll just kind of follow this up. And you don't want to make them too far. And again, going back to logic, you know, you want to make them a good stop. Otherwise no one will, or a good line, otherwise no one will use it, right? If it doesn't really cover the right zones or anything. Alright, so I'm kind of stuck with one ways here, so I'm forced to go this way. What I'm doing, though, is I'm going back over to here. And I want to say just like in real life, but, you know, most bus routes will kind of follow along next to each other. Oh, that's a one-way road. So again, because I've made like a web of one-ways, which is good because it kind of forces traffic onto, you know, the bigger streets. What we have to do is just, you know, I wouldn't say improvise the route, but take a little bit of a different way home. There we go. But now I can kind of follow along. There we go. Actually, that's kind of a fun route. And what I'll do is I'll have overlapping stops so that if people want to switch bus lines, super easy to do. And then when you go back to your original starting point, that will close the line off and get rid of that weird little incomplete symbol. Oop, and if we want to, we can, so this, you can change the color this way, right? Same as the other ones. And I guess that makes the buses, oh, I didn't even think. They're going to be green now. Oh, neato presto. Let's go see that in action. Oh, cool. Oh my goodness, I had no idea you could do this. This is such a fun discovery. Oh, I'm so happy I could share this with you guys. Alright, well, I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this, or following this episode with me, because I had a lot of fun making it. And I know I was like all over the place, but it's like there's just so much stuff I want to show you, you know, and it's just kind of hard to fill it all into one little segment, you know? So I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Man, what an improvement to traffic. Look at this flow now. I love it. And the trains, now that the lines have had a few minutes to run, they're actually pretty efficient. So you can see what I ended up doing with the trains just really quick before I sign off. is I've basically made just ins and outs for the passengers on a wide. So these ones are supposed to be passenger lines, these guys here. The logic is you come in this way and you have the chance to come out this way, you know, and use both sides. And then cargo takes the middle, and I've kind of forced cargo just to use this little, and kind of see if we can follow this along, right? So cargo goes out this way, avoiding the residential trains, and then if it needs to, it can go out and around over to here to this one. Now this guy is supposed to be going on here. Oh, but actually, never mind, he's going in the inside, so all is forgiven. So there is a little bit of a crossover between the cargo and the passenger, but compared to what it was before, holy smokes, what a difference. And I had a few of you offer some suggestions. You can lower the budget, and that'll spawn less trains. That's also a really fun way to do it. Hopefully, though, you just don't run into the same problem I did in the first place, and you won't even need to worry about getting rid of your train traffic. So build a nice clear line. See if you can keep your cargo separate from your from the trains, from the passengers, I mean. Otherwise, I think that's it for this episode, guys. I'm sorry for my computer being all weird and me just being all over the place, but you know, that's a long week. It's Friday. We're entitled to have some fun, right? Okay, I will see you on the next series. So, like I said, expect to see the next one as a little bit of a guide on how to make it downtown. And then I think starting next week we'll do we'll do a little bit of a Let's Play series. Alright guys, thanks again for the support. You're a wonderful, loving crowd, and hope to see you in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.